My name is Akash, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can run ElevenLabs V3 conversational AI agents on your ESP32 device. So the ESP32 is a chip that kind of looks like this, and this is a dev board where you can actually run these models and interface with them. So all the docs are available on our GitHub repo. It's called Elato AI. So first, some prerequisites. We're gonna need a board that is an ESP32S3 board. So we're gonna use Arduino for this tutorial. We're gonna use Node.js, Dino for our edge functions, and Supabase for our database, and Arduino or Platform IO. And you wanna get your ElevenLabs API key ready, which you can get from elevenlabs.io. And the hardware setup is pretty straightforward. You're gonna need an ESP32S3, an I2S microphone, an amplifier, and a speaker, and a push button or a touch sensor. In this tutorial, we have a touch sensor and an RGB LED. And this is what the circuit diagram looks like. So why don't we get started? First, we're gonna clone the repo. So currently, I already have the repo cloned, so I'm gonna CD into that. Next, we're gonna run Supabase. So let's copy these commands and just run that. For me, Supabase is already set up, so I think I can just run Supabase start. Perfect. So one thing here is gonna be important. We're gonna copy this anon key. So we're gonna copy that into our Dino and Next.js environment variables. So next, we're gonna set up our front end. So why don't we go here and then CD into this. And then I'm just gonna install. It's already installed for me, so I'm just gonna run npm run dev. Perfect. So if I refresh this, I'll see that this is already working for me. So if you're logged out, you're gonna see the credentials on your screen and you can just log in with those. Perfect. So why don't we go to the next steps? All right, so next we're gonna set up our ElevenLabs character. So, we already have our ElevenLabs API key. Why don't we go and create an ElevenLabs agent? So for this tutorial, I already have this email that has some conversational AI. We can also try chatting with Max. Let's see.
Back again? Can't say I blame you. I'm pretty good company. What's up?
Hey Max, I'm actually in the middle of a tutorial right now and you're in it. Say hi.
Oh, hey, nice to be in the tutorial.
Nice. Okay, so that's pretty good. Why don't we remix this? So I'm going to remix Max in ElevenLabs agents. So this is going to open the website and let's see. So it's going to import this agent. Okay, so this is perfect. Here, I am going to copy the agent ID of this agent. So I'm going to copy this agent ID and then I'm going to go back into Elato and then I'm going to create a new character. So here we have an option called ElevenLabs agent. Here I'm just gonna call this Max, and then I'm gonna put the agent ID in there. So I'm gonna add that character, and why don't we go and select that character for now, and we'll move on to the next steps. So next we wanna set up our Dino edge functions. So I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna go back, and then let's run this command. Perfect. So it looks like that is set up. Next step, we're gonna set up our firmware. So this is the code that runs on the ESP32. And this should be pretty straightforward. The one thing that you wanna keep in mind is the Wi-Fi credentials. So the ESP32 famously only connects, at least like the older version, connect to a 2.5 gigahertz Wi-Fi band. And so here, when we go into config.cpp, we're gonna wanna configure this. So make sure that in config.h, you have this set up as dev mode, and then if you have a button, you can comment this out. Since I have a touchpad, I'm just gonna keep that as it is. And then I'm gonna go back to config.cpp, and then I'm gonna check what is the server's IP. So I'm on this network here, so I'm gonna go in Wi-Fi settings, and I'm just gonna make sure that my Wi-Fi is correct. So that's 192.168.1.121. And then if I go back here, it looks like that is the right one. So we're good there. Next, what we wanna do is we wanna build this. Okay, so now that's complete. Why don't we plug in our ESP32 Arduino device with your local setup, and we connect that here, and then we're gonna upload it. Perfect. So amazing. This is flashed already, and then since it has a battery, it's portable, and I can just carry it like this. You might have noticed that I turned my server off. It's because when it got flashed in, it would connect automatically. So what I could do is I can just turn the server on and this should connect.
Morning. Whew, I'm definitely gonna need some coffee. How about you?
Yo, what's up, dude? What's your name, by the way?
I'm Max. Just Max. The guy who shows up with a calm vibe and zero drama. What's on your mind?
So we're actually filming a YouTube tutorial. Do you want to say hi to the people watching this video?
Hey everyone, Max here. Just hanging out, keeping it real. If you're watching, feel free to say hi back. We're all in this together.
All right, so that's pretty cool. I'm amazed at the quality here. I think this is really like unreal speech, and you can also try it with different languages. So that's the tutorial. You can create any number of agents with ElevenLabs and run them on your ESP32 S3 devices. For more information, check out our repo on Elado AI. And if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Bye.